Begonia echinosepala, agroplants.org, also known as Begonia elongifolia. So these plants can grow, it's a shrub, perennial evergreen or deciduous. Also can grow it as a possible to grow it as an annual plant. It's used for ornamental for the leaves and the flowers. Can grow in variety of climates, temperate, Mediterranean or subtropical climate, from hardiness zone from 8 to 11. So, if you would like to grow these plants, there is a link below, link in the right top side, and if you purchase, this is donation for this channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You like plants, and it's really helped to this channel to grow. So the leaves are green, in elliptic shape, margin can be serrated, and flowers can be white or pink with yellow in the middle. There are few petals. The size, it's hard to explain it. It just look at the flowers. I think it will be enough. Except this, how to grow it. So it requires humidity, moist soil, rich soil, and mulch. Why mulch? To keep the soil moist. Of course, better to fertilizer at least twice a year. It's like rich soil. And some humus, organic matter, prune once a year, better after the blooming season. You can start to grow it by plants, cutting, or seeds. If you start to grow it by cutting, better above 26 Celsius, it's been 80 Fahrenheit, and not too much above it. Also, it's around 26 will be the best. Also, the water can't be cold, better like room temperature water, humidity, high humidity, better to put it in full shade and switch the and put the stems in the soil with you can even put it in water. If you put it in water, you can switch the water every few days. This is the best, but if you choose to grow it in cutting by soil, of course keep the soil moist, better to spray on it, and even if you want hormone of root growth hormone, and except this, it's not very hard. Of course, I think it's easier to start by cutting, especially if you start with water. It just will grow the roots usually. Seeds, it's just a little bit harder. Be aware that a heat wave might kill the plant and might be invasive. Planting season will be spring in hardiness zone of 8, spring to summer in hardiness zone of 9 to 10A, spring to autumn in hardiness zone of 10B, and all the year in hardiness zone of 11. But of course, as I said, it's very sensitive to heat waves, so in hardiness zone of 10B to 11. Better not in the summer, and if you have heat waves like here in the spring, better also not in the middle of the spring, just in the early spring. So it's leave you the early spring to the autumn, or the autumn. Major pests are mealybugs, aphids, powdery mildew, and pruning season can be from the autumn to the winter. Usually it's just for design and dead parts. The height of the plant will be from 30 to 60 centimeters, so it's mean 12 to 24 inches. And in the right condition, it will be fast growing plant that require average to big amount of water. A light condition will be half shade, better without sun in the middle of the day. Full shade with light. In places with hot summer must be in full shade. It's possible also to grow it indoor as a houseplant, but you need enough light in order to get the plant bloom. If you want to grow it in a container, so it means that the size of the container will be from 10 to 20 liters. This will be good enough. It's mean 2 to 4 gallons. Require average amount of water to keep the soil moist. Better not to use bottom for the soil. If you grow it as a perennial, every few years better to switch some soil or just part of it. Also well ventilated for the soil, it's important, with good drainage. Rich and organic matter add all the time. You can use potting mix or peat soil with perlite or vermiculite. Blooming season will be in the summer to the autumn. And how to grow it from seeds. So be aware that the best will be from 20 to 26 Celsius. It means 70 to 80 Fahrenheit. High humidity, moist soil. Better also to do it in the spring to the summer. And if you start indoor, better to do it actually winter indoor. Early winter will be the best, then you can take a little bit bigger plant in the early spring just to take it out. Planting spacing will be 15 on 20 centimeter, so it means 6 on 8 inches. And the dip will be 0.5 centimeters, so it means 0.25 inches. Condition of the germination will be high humidity, and don't forget the temperature. Watering will be average to big amount, better to use spray, even twice a day will be much better. Germination time will be from 2 to 5 weeks. One last thing about the seedlings. So the seedlings are gentle and better to let them grow a little bit before you transplant them. Keep high humidity and expose it slowly to more light if you grow it in full shade. Also, better to transplant them at least after, let's say minimum it's 5 leaves, but better after 7 or 10 leaves, because if it will break, you just can use it as a cutting, and there is no problem. Except this, it's beautiful flowers. It's attractive. Let's say it can grow also indoors, so outdoors it's have variety of option here, and it's not hard to grow. That's all from growplants.org. Don't forget to subscribe, visit our website, and of course, if you have any question, just ask. You have here links about more videos, some lists, subscribe, and of course purchase a plant, and this is donation for our channel. I hope you enjoy and come visit us again.